Hello, and welcome back to part 7 of my multi-part series, an Earthbound video guide and walkthrough for Earthbound. Today we're going to continue where we left off, and we're going to go in and fight Master Belch, and then we're going to do the next Shining Spot location. Now, this video is going to be kind of light on commentary because this section of the game is fairly easy. So, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, the first things first. If you have any enemies along the way, go ahead and fight them, and then head behind the waterfall. When you get behind the waterfall, somebody back there will prompt you for a password. Just wait 3 minutes. Set down the controller, whatever you want to do. Just set down the controller, wait 3 minutes, and then you will be whisked inside to the building. Just watch the video and you'll see exactly what I mean. Now that we're inside, go ahead and make your way through. This area is remarkably linear, so I'm not going to show you the map. There's really not a whole lot to find in here, but I will give you some thoughtful commentary as we make our way through. But before we do anything, please make sure you have the fly honey with you, or else the Master Belch battle will be near impossible. In this area, it's pretty short, so you can be very liberal with your PSI skills. If you want to unload on enemies with your strongest abilities, feel free. Just save a little bit of PSI so Ness can heal you if you need to. Now, the red enemies that you're going to see me fight a whole lot in here are called Foppies. They're worth a lot of EXP and they're very weak, so feel free to raise your levels. I got Ness to around level 30 and Paula and Jeff to around level 25. Again, if you want to be liberal with your PSI, feel free, and I'll explain why as we get a little bit further into the video. Alright, so here's why you can be liberal with your PSI. This room here will always spawn a magic butterfly. Thus, you can come in and out as many times as you want and restore 20 PP per butterfly to Ness and Paula. So you can farm them very easily, and you can throw out as many special abilities as you like. So, be liberal with your PSI, kill everything that gets in your way, and have a lot of fun while you're doing it. Alright, and there he is, Master Belch. He's pretty easy. I'm not even going to show you his stats because he's so remarkably easy. Just make sure you have the Fly Honey. I gave it to Paula because she is no doubt going to be the fastest character on your team. As soon as the battle starts, have Paula use the Fly Honey, and then Master Belch will not attack you for the remainder of the battle. After that, just unload on him with your most powerful skills and abilities. You should be able to beat this with very little trouble. And with that, once you go through that passageway, you're going to end up right back at Saturn Valley. Now this Mr. Saturn here, that ladder next to him will take you right back into the village, so if you need to heal or get any items, feel free. You can also use this hot spring to take care of any status conditions you have. It can even revive any party members that have died. And then that cave that's behind us on the right, that'll take us to the third shining spot, and that is where we're going to head next. Before you do go into the cave though, be sure to go back down into the Saturn Valley, get any items you may need, and also be sure to save because we haven't done that in a while and we don't want to lose any of our progress. So, once again, head back to Saturn Valley and go ahead and save your game, and then you can return and go into the cave and we'll make our way to the third shining spot. Alright, time to head to the third shining spot. Now, if you happen to get mushroomized and you have really bad RNG like me, you can leave the cave at any time and go to the hot spring to quickly heal yourself. If you do happen to get it, particularly on Ness, be especially beware of your PSI powers because while I was recording this, Ness actually wiped my entire party. So beware. Otherwise, if you want to brave it, do it at your own risk, go ahead and continue through the cave. It's not very long, but there are a lot of strong enemies. A lot of people think the next boss is pretty hard. I find him to be pretty easy, and I found him to be pretty easy in this playthrough as well. Beat him on my first try, after all. Now, have Ness use PK Flash until you get a crying status condition on the boss. Have Paula use PK Fire, because that's the boss's weakness. And if you have any bottle rockets left, go ahead and have Jeff use whatever you've got. Once you beat the boss, you will get full health and the enemies will avoid you, so be as liberal with your spells as you want. Now, without further ado, here are the boss's stats, and then we're going to get into it. See? I told you it was easy. You got through there without any problems. And now that you're all healed up, go ahead and return to Saturn Valley and enjoy a nice cup of coffee. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate you spending your time with me, and I hope to see you in part 8. So, thank you again for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I leave you with this. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you next game.